What if you discovered that much of what you think about yourself is not true? Many of us navigate life under the heavy influence of external forces, which silently shape our thoughts and actions without us even realizing. Today, we are identifying and breaking free from these hidden influences with the help of Lisa Schermerhorn, professional speaker, mindset coach, and Amazon best-selling author of "And Every Belief is a Lie." Lisa, thank you so much for being here with us today.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm really excited to be here.
So this book you published in about 2 years ago, July 2022. Can you talk about what brought you to that point of publishing your first book?
Well, I started trying to write this 15 years ago, and I had so many blocks. All of these beliefs that I had about myself were getting in the way, and I thought, how can I write something unless I've done the work myself? And that goes back to, as a child, I had undiagnosed learning disabilities. And what happened was everyone could read, everyone could do their math, and I couldn't. I spent every summer in summer school, and I grew up believing that I was stupid, and I was bullied a lot, and I struggled throughout my life. And so that's how I ended up becoming a mindset coach, was doing this work. And I found that I had to keep going back to these original beliefs. And what happened was I became suicidal, and I didn't want to be here. I would say about 38, I had a nervous breakdown, and I was going to therapist after therapist after therapist, and no one was helping me. So someone suggested a hypnotist, and I was like, "Hypno what? Don't they make you quack like a duck?" But I was desperate, and this woman changed my life, because she was able to get to the root cause quickly, because we have all these different brain frequencies. And so when we are speaking like this, we're in something called beta. When you meditate, you go into alpha, and alpha is where all that information is stored. So I was able to go back and start releasing and letting go of all of these beliefs that were holding me back. But there was still one thing that was in the way, and that was forgiveness. Because when you don't forgive, it's like swallowing a poison pill, expecting the other person to die. And I had a lot of anger and frustration in my life, so I was not able to write this book. When I finally sat and forgave, everything opened up. The title came to me, and in 5 months, I wrote straight, and the book was published, and literally that week it became a bestseller. So it was a crazy, crazy ride that I went on 2 years ago.
Wow, Lisa, well, how special is that? And this book truly is incredible. When you're talking about the beta, right, where we are right now, and then the alpha, right, is that the subconscious or the unconscious side of us?
Right, exactly. So when we're born in these lower states of programming. So it's this big wide wave. So there's delta, theta, alpha, and beta are the primary. And there's also gamma, but we'll leave that for the Tibetan monks. But that's where we are. So as children, we become programmed at a very deep level. So your religion, your culture, your parents' beliefs, whether you're born in a rural or urban setting, beliefs around money, traumas, all of that program us at a very deep level. We even inherit beliefs. So we can take on beliefs that come in through our DNA, through our great-great-grandparents, and we can carry that belief and not even know it on a conscious level.
Lisa, how do we begin to address these unconscious beliefs that we have, these hidden truths?
So the first thing is identifying it. And what happens, it's so fascinating, is we can actually hold these in our cellular body. And these old belief systems stay there. So what I do is I use a technique along with hypnosis called the emotional release method, where you're identifying the emotion in your body, releasing it, and becoming neutral about it. Because when you're triggered, your 6-year-old, your 10-year-old is reacting. And when you're neutral and you can look at it from an adult perspective, then you can be in the place where you can make the proper decisions.
And so when we're able to make these proper decisions, that will guide us closer to living life with purpose, living a purposeful life. And what does purposeful life, what does that mean to you?
it means living an authentic life. It means living your true purpose. And it's hard to get to that when you have all of these old beliefs. How many people had a dream of maybe becoming a photographer or an artist, and people talked them out of it because they said, oh, you'll never amount to anything, you'll never make money, you'll never be able to support yourself. And people get led off of their purpose because they are living their lives through a parent or a grandparent or someone who told them that they couldn't do something. And we are all here for a specific purpose. We are all here to bring and shine our own personal light. So I strayed many times away, and I kept getting pulled back. And I always knew whatever I was afraid of the most is what I had to connect to and what I had to challenge myself to do. And I found that getting to my authentic self was not easy because I was afraid, all those old beliefs. What if someone, judges me, or what if someone doesn't believe what I believe? How am I going to do this? I mean, putting a book out is like filleting yourself open. Yeah. Telling your own personal stories, it's a very vulnerable place.
But I do know that this book is going to help so many people, and I think so many struggle with these hidden beliefs that we have and we don't even realize. So, Lisa, I want to thank you so much for joining us today. LisaMindset.com is where you can go to learn more about Lisa and also purchase And Every Belief is a Lie. Lisa, thank you so much again.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
We're back after this.